And once again, you're on the mat with James Brake here on ISNet Missouri. Vince Brown alongside Cape Central Wrestling Coach James Brake. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
I tell you, the weather causing havoc with the sports schedule around the Heartland. Apparently, the wrestling team not affected by it, making it up to Liberty over in the Kansas City area. How'd they go at the Liberty Invite?
The team looked pretty solid. We had probably our best tournament yet. Our team finish didn't necessarily reflect that, but we ended up with 4 kids wrestling in the championship match and another couple of medalists. So all in all, the boys stepped it up and wrestled pretty well.
Talk about some of the ones that did make the championship round.
Sure. We had Caleb Jurgen who finished in 3rd place. He was number 4 seed, so he wrestled above his seed there. We had Desmond Howard wrestling for the championship. He finished 2nd in the tournament. Jawan Howard, also a finalist. He upset the number 1 seed and the number 3 seed in the tournament to get there, and ended up in 2nd. Then we had, at 171 pounds, Kevin Flesher was also a finalist. Wrestled a huge match and actually came back and beat a kid that had beaten him twice earlier in the season, a kid from Ozark. So that was a huge win for him to be able to get to the finals. And Trey Grosvenor also wrestled a great tournament. Ended up in 2nd place. So we had a lot of kids step up and wrestle pretty well. You look at the fact that we didn't win one single championship, and you might think I'd be disappointed in that, but this is really tough competition, and just making the finals in that tournament was a pretty good accomplishment for these guys.
We'll look ahead to the season-ending tri-duel at Dexter, en route to the district tournament in Farmington next week. Right now, we'll take a break. Don't move a muscle or your headgear. You're on the mat with James Brake. Back on the mat with James Brake here on ISNet Missouri. Vince Brown with Cape Central Wrestling Coach James Brake. Coach, the year-ending tri-duel, another one of those big tests for the kids heading into the district tournament. You've got Holst Dexter, you've got Poplar Bluff, and I believe Jackson is in the mix as well in that tri-duel. Set that up for us.
Actually, this is a last-minute change. Scheduling conflict happened. We're actually going to be at Bluff, and it's going to be us, Bluff, and Notre Dame on Thursday, and we're actually looking forward to that. Bluff's a solid team about where we are, so that's going to be an interesting duel. Should be highly competitive, and one of those where, if we wrestle well, we can come out with a win there. Notre Dame, startup team, they're strong in a couple of weight classes, but so a lot of kids that are still kind of learning the sport. So, we'll be glad to see those guys and get another match in, getting ready for the district tournament.
And I got to hand it to the scheduling gurus on that one, have the opportunity to face off against first-year Notre Dame on the mat. And this could turn out to be another one of those big rivalries like Cape Jackson.
Yeah, they're starting now, they're building, and Notre Dame does things right with all their athletic programs, so it won't be long until they're going to be one of the competitive teams in the area. And, we're looking forward to that, but right now, they're the ones that kind of have to knock us off.
Looking at the latest state wrestling polls according to MissouriWrestling.com, still the status quo coming up into this last week of the regular season. Trey Grosvenor is still up in the top 5 in heavyweights. Des and Jawan Howard are still top 5, top 10 in their weights. You see Ray Wolfett still hanging tough in his weight class in the top 10. Of course, as you've always said over the course of the year, rankings mean nothing. It's about getting to the top of the podium in district.
Yep. Absolutely right. It's kind of a nice pat on the back for those kids to see their names mentioned amongst the best in the state and everything like that. But, you want to be the man, you got to beat the man. It all comes down to being competitive in those matches. And I think this weekend, Kevin Flesher, he's an example of a kid, he fell out of the top 10 rankings or whatever. That doesn't mean he stopped working hard. He actually worked harder. And, he knocked off the kid that's ranked number 5 in the state. So it just goes to show, those rankings are nice and everything like that. But anybody can beat anybody on any given day. And it all comes down to working hard, preparing for your matches, and getting those wins in the matches.
We'll recap the season-ending tri-duel And we'll look ahead to the district tournament at the Farmington Civic Center, the gateway to the Hearn Center, and the all-important state tournament. With Coach James Brake, I am Vince Brown, and you've been on the mat with James Brake on ISNet Missouri.